Now, there's a lot of myths all over the internet, from Loch Ness Monster to Bigfoot, and even how energy efficient foam insulation actually is. I'm going to bust those myths and I'm going to tell you what's the what. All right, the first myth that I would like to tackle is foam insulation only works for new homes. So here's the thing, the thought behind that is actually spray foam. And that's not exactly true either. What it is that when new homes are built, generally, if you want foam insulation, you're using a spray foam insulation. The thing is that injection foam like RetroFoam exists, and that's great for retrofit projects, but so is spray foam. Both spray foam and injection foam can be used for existing homes, commercial buildings, pole barns, and retrofit projects. As far as spray foam and energy efficiency, it's not just for new build homes. The next myth I'd like to tackle is foam insulation shrinks over time. The thing is, not all foam insulations are created equal. That means, sure, there probably are products on the market that shrink and break into dust and all sorts of things. But that's not true about all foam insulation. As a matter of fact, RetroFoam insulation, does it shrink? Yes, it has about a 2% shrinkage rate, but that is built into it on purpose. You want that little bit of shrinkage so that when your house shifts, settles, those sorts of things, the foam will actually move with it. It doesn't affect the air seal at all, and it's a very minimal shrinkage rate, but that's why it's important to have a discussion with your contractor to find out what kind of foam insulation products are they using and does it shrink. The next myth that needs busting is this: energy efficient upgrades are too expensive. Don't get me wrong, energy efficient upgrades can be costly, but you shouldn't just look at the price tag when it comes to cost, because what you're not taking into consideration is the energy savings that you're going to get from making energy efficient upgrades, such as foam insulation. Because there's energy savings and your mechanicals aren't working constantly, your energy bills are going to be lower. The amount that they're lower can vary depending on your lifestyle, but you should see some savings, which means over time, this energy efficient upgrade is actually going to pay for itself. And then any extra money after that is just extra cash in your wallet. Here's another myth to bust. New homes are always energy efficient. I'm here to tell you that's not exactly true. So what happens is, you're over budget. You chose the marble countertops, which caused the expenses to go up significantly. The first thing that the contractor is likely going to cut is the insulation. Therefore, a brand new home may not be that energy efficient. It may have a product that still allows for airflow into and out of the home. That's going to make the home uncomfortable. That brand new HVAC system is going to run constantly, and the energy bills are going to be high, and the home is likely not going to be that comfortable. Another thing to think about here is that if that brand new HVAC system is running constantly, that's going to severely lessen the amount of time that you will have that appliance. It may need to be replaced sooner because it is used constantly. Does energy efficiency only matter in cold climates? No, it matters everywhere, because quite frankly, energy efficiency, the time of year in the season, that doesn't necessarily matter. During the summer, or if you live in a climate that tends to be warmer, you might think, well, my home is comfortable, or running the air conditioner doesn't cost as much as running my furnace. Well, the thing is that if those appliances are running constantly, you're using a lot more energy and you're paying a lot more money for it. Colder climates, yeah, gas does cost more, but in hotter climates, running your air conditioner can be just as costly. It doesn't matter where you live. If you want a home that's more energy efficient and comfortable, creating an air seal is essential. Whether you live in the Texas heat or the Michigan cold, both of those houses should have an air seal with a building envelope that's completely sealed to make sure that it's energy efficient. And finally, all foam insulation performs equally. I'm here to tell you, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you saw what happened when I pulled out canned foam. Not all products on the market are created equal. You have premium products and you have some that might be a little more on the lower quality side. It's very important to make sure to know what exactly your contractor is using. Canned foam insulation isn't going to work the same as a professionally installed foam insulation product. It's just not going to. It's very important to know exactly what you're getting and exactly how it works to make your home comfortable. Now that I busted these myths, you might be curious what else you can learn about foam insulation. If that's the case, check out the Learning Center on our website. There you're going to find tons of articles, videos, and other resources that will answer all of your questions about building science and foam insulation. I'm your building science brainiac reminding you to bring a little science to every project.